is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and I love them 90s sports movies.
I'm Ryan, and I also love them 90s sports movies.
I'm Dan, and I also love them 90s sports movies, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast. Brandon and friends host his podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Yes, yes. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Mighty Monday.
Monday. What day is it? It's
Mighty
Monday.
It's Monday.
That's right.
Just another mighty Monday.
The last Monday of September, the 29th. That's how
wake
I
me up when it's
understand
over.
it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? Well, it's almost.
When did we start this? In August?
I don't remember.
July?
This is the ninth one.
Yeah.
It's the ninth one.
Wow.
Wow.
We're really doing things, guys.
Well-
we got what, 3 more left?
I think so.
3 more?
Yeah. Are you
Brand
okay?
never revealed the schedule, so I have no
think
idea.
It's 2 more in a ranking.
2 more in a ranking. My
We're
bad.
ranking the athletes,
Didn't
right?
have time for League of Their Own. That'd be crazy.
Remember the Titans just missed the cut? Yeah.
Yeah, remember
I-
the Titans was 2000. League of
Yeah.
Their Own was in the 90s.
I can tell you right now what we got.
What do we got?
We
Nice
are
to tell
doing
the
a league.
audience this
We are
now.
doing a league of their own.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Good.
cool.
Yeah.
It's the Sandlot and a league of their own.
So it's just
Ooh.
baseball the rest of the way.
Just
So
all
we're baseball the rest of the way. You're not going to hurt my feelings.
No.
That would be
Fantastic.
that's a 5 baseball movies out of 11 total movies.
Yeah. Well,
The way
there's-
God
I mean,
intended.
I wanted to get to Air Bud, but it got beat out.
League of the Own, I think, usurped Air Bud,
Yes,
as I recall
yes.
it.
You usurped. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've heard it both ways, to be
You
honest.
heard-
Usurped it
usurped
hard.
and usurped.
Yeah. Ryan, how
Usurped
are
it.
you, buddy?
I'm good. I went to HomeGoods earlier. Want to see what I
You
got?
went to hall.
Yeah, what'd
it's
you
a
get at
home
HomeGoods?
goods hall. It's the home goods hall.
It's just 2 things. I got a soap dispenser. I don't think anybody needs to see that on you. I
Show us
needed
the
a soap dispenser.
Yeah.
hold on,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
add some like music. Like
Yeah,
it's,
later,
you're doing
in
a
post.
They
a
rap
hall.
really good at HomeGoods, by the way. Yeah. So the soap dispenser is basically a carbon copy of what I had before. It match like this is. Oh, I don't want to show the price. So this is the soap dispenser.
Looking good, dude.
Standard
HomeGoods,
fare.
HomeGoods.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How much
But
did that
then
go?
I-
How much did you go for? They're $10?
This is $12.99.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it seems a little steep, but what are you gonna do?
No one made you buy it.
Yeah, yeah.
My hands are tied behind my back. Nobody
Yeah,
sells soap dispensers anymore.
I broke the last one. I think I was like pressing too hard, and the what do you call this? The dispenser popped off, and so I needed to get a new one.
I don't want
too
to
late.
air. I don't want to air your laundry, dirty or otherwise.
Sure,
Wouldn't be dirty.
either or.
But I do. You use a lot of soap.
You wash your hands, bro.
I was COVID conscious before COVID conscious was cool.
I
like
think
right,
there's a
you
lot
know?
of people that
Yeah.
might be like, how does that happen?
Yes.
And I think if once you realize how much Ryan
soap-
washes
a
his
soap
hands, I
dispenser-
think you understand.
A soap dispenser
Yeah.
only has so many pumps in it.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
some of us get to that number of pumps faster than others.
It's not the years, it's the miles. Am I
That's
right?
what you said,
Some-
Andy.
some of
That's
us-
right.
Some of
Yeah,
us it
and
takes
so-
us years, some of us it takes us days.
Yeah, amen, brother. So that's why I was there, and it was supposed to be a quick and breezy checkout. But at checkout,
So you wait
HomeGoods-
really quick. So
Yes,
you sought
yeah.
out HomeGoods for this dispenser.
Well, it matches the decor in the bathroom. Alyssa originally conceptualized like
we
this.
lost him.
What do you call it? I'm gone.
No,
I'm
you're
gone?
back now.
good.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Alyssa originally what do you call this? A bronze? What this
Yeah.
tan color,
It's like
right?
an earth tone.
Yeah, an earth tone, right? So I know they have the earth tone at HomeGoods. At one point, because I have a lot of Disney art in the bathroom, I wanted to get a Mickey soap dispenser. Alyssa ixnayed that. She rarely ixnays things, so I said, okay, no problem.
Got to draw the line somewhere, and that's a great place to.
Seemed like a foolish line to draw, but who am I to judge, right?
Yeah.
So she's been great otherwise.
an otherwise
A real
perfect,
monster here, but great otherwise.
an otherwise perfect person with one fatal flaw.
Yeah.
Yes.
She won't let me be a full Disney adult in my own house.
So I was at checkout, and at checkout, as you know, if you've ever gone to HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, or Marshalls, they don't want you to know this, but they're all one conglomerate. They
right.
don't really tell you, but they're
Man.
all. It's basically you just swap out the signs. They're all the same. TJ Maxx has clothing, and Marshalls a little more clothing than HomeGoods, but other than that, all the same. On the way out, This is appropriate for Mighty Mondays. Alyssa and I have been talking about how to zhuzh up our football Sundays.
Zhuzh it.
Yeah, because I want to make them more accessible for Alyssa. As you two know, I watch football all day, and Alyssa, other than her, ixnay on the Mickey soap dispenser, she's all about it. But I want to make it more accessible for her. So she's buying turf for the island and the kitchen. She's buying football-themed things so we can have guests over. You two are more than welcome.
Dude, I would love to do a football Sunday at the household of you and
Let's
Alyssa.
keep that in mind for Christmas Con weekend.
I mean, the one big thing was always like, will there be turf? And like, so now that I know
now,
that,
So, and now also, Alyssa, I don't know if we're going to split this. She seemed a little iffy on splitting it, but I thought it would just be
It's
perfect...
a Mickey Mouse football helmet.
No. I have class, Dan. I thought that this would be a perfect accent, at least between now and Thanksgiving weekend. Look at this thing. Look at this.
Oh,
look at this.
Now paint a picture for the people listening of what you spent $14.99 on.
So this is a turkey, but its body is a football.
It sure is.
Now,
what is that?
Alyssa,
A ceramic figurine?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
I'd
that's
say
like
so.
what, a foot tall?
Yeah.
Roughly. Yeah, I got a tape measure over there. I can do it during
it is
the
a
recap.
football.
Yeah. And so Alyssa was like, isn't that only going to be good for Thanksgiving weekend? I said, no, tis the season. If we do pumpkin spice in August, why can't we have turkey football from September to, I could argue that this could go through Christmas, but at least through Thanksgiving. And as Bran, as you know, we recently celebrated 100 days till Christmas, which means we're even less away from
way
Thanksgiving.
Less.
Yeah, I mean, and so for $14.99, maybe splitting it, that's $7.50 each if she comes around. Pretty good deal.
I don't want to.
You bought it. What impetus is there for her to split that with you? You've already purchased it. It's already in your home. She gets all of the privilege of having that disgusting looking turkey and none of the
How
guilt.
does that work? How does that work? Because, Dan,
You want the conversation that we had?
It's just like, Dan, you and I are both in, we both have
We're single bank account marriages.
Single bank account marriages.
Right. That's
right. You're not in that boat yet.
Maybe
I would love that. Especially these days, let me tell you.
Yeah. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
But if you...
And you went out, your bank account situation, and you bought that anyway.
But you...
Well, listen, I'm being very cautious in general. There hasn't been a lot of eBay updates lately.
That's right.
If I buy a $15 turkey,
We've
the soap dispenser wasn't a want. It was a need.
Yes. It was a
need.
Yeah.
What I want to know is you've mentioned that this could potentially be split. Thank you for holding up both of those, by the way. Can you do that one more time? Do that one more time.
Yeah. Is this the thumbnail?
That's the thumbnail.
Oh,
yeah.
it's easily the thumbnail.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
really
question
good.
about it.
There you go.
It'll confuse the people on YouTube because this is a baseball movie. You mentioned
branch of
you
the same
might
tree.
you
Yeah.
might split it. And so at one point, will you just get a notification? You get $7.50 on Venmo from Melissa. Like, how does that work?
Do you guys like split the power bill?
Oh yeah, we split the.
So how
big
does that
stuff.
work?
Well,
You
Alyssa
Venmo?
manages the books, but that might surprise no one. But Alyssa manages
Surprises
the books.
absolutely no one.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it's really just kind of like a, catch as catch can type situation, like, case by case basis. And so for this, like, she has been really, I guess it kind of evens out because like the turf and the football platters, those were kind of her vision. So I guess in a sense we split this anyway. But it's much like any good relationship. It's just about an open dialogue.
But if she wanted to make it official,
yeah, she would Venmo me.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was that simple of a question.
Then what does that? What does that get her? What
Nothing.
does that do?
It gets her nothing.
What does that do? Why do that?
What does it get her?
I know it gets her half of that.
She's got it anyway.
She has it anyway.
No, I mean, at the moment, I think...
Why buy the cow?
You have to... It's a turkey. You have to look at this every Sunday. I think she would feel... Especially when I'm checking out... Oh, hold on. I wrote this down. I don't want to misquote. The checkout person called it, quote, pretty. She said, oh, that's pretty.
She's happy that went through the doors. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, so...
What's a typical spread at the Popola football Sunday?
I'm glad you asked.
Please, I want to paint me a picture because I watch Red Zone every week. Now I'm usually on from 1 to 4, hanging out with my kids, watching a movie. It's on my phone or something. I don't have a full setup, but
Sure.
I envision a world where I would do that. What do we got going on?
Well, we'll have 2 TVs going in the living room, one with the Browns, one with the Red Zone. At
Great.
this point, probably the Browns are already moving to the smaller TV after only 2 weeks
Yeah.
or 3 weeks as it may be.
Yes,
of the
you
NFL
get it.
season. Yeah.
4 even.
Yeah. That's
Unless
true.
they got a Monday night game tonight. I don't think they do.
Yes. No. We don't have any primetime games this year. We're lucky they have us play at 1. So have you guys tried these Frank's Red Hot Lay's chips?
Yes. Excellent.
They're fantastic.
Excellent.
So those will
I've
be
tried that.
those. Yeah. Oh, you need to give it a whirl. They're great. Those will be centered early and often so far. And
Those are in a bowl on the turf.
Yeah, so the turf is tough to say. So we haven't done our trial run yet. I don't know what Alyssa's going to have on the turf. I imagine this next to the turf. You don't want to risk losing a feather or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
man.
But yeah, so we'll do an assortment of chips, and I still have some non-alc beer from the 4th of July, so that's up for grabs.
What is that? Athletic? What are you drinking?
Athletic,
there?
yeah, they're
Bureau?
a Connecticut company.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then dinner's TBD. Like we've been doing burgers a lot, but who knows? I mean,
You're ordering out or are you cooking
No,
burgers?
Alyssa makes a mean burger, man.
Okay.
She can do it all except co-sign a Mickey soap dispenser.
Yeah,
And
So
pay
I
half for
don't-
that monstrosity. Yeah.
I don't want to put this out there for this week, but maybe next week, maybe Alyssa could join us top of the show. I'd love to hear her insight in all of this, and then
Sure.
Same.
I understand. I think what I'm going back again to splitting that. Yeah, thank you.
There's
Do
only
it,
one
yeah.
thumbnail, right? You don't have to do more than one.
I thought for future weeks it could be good to have.
You want to
options.
do it every time?
Should I do YouTube
Do
face?
silly. Yeah. Oh yeah. Stick your tongue out.
YouTube face.
Yeah, that's good.
That's the
All
one.
right,
There
cool.
it is.
That should get us at least through episode 4 of the way home.
Dude,
Yeah.
YouTube freaks love the tongue. I think what I'm getting at is I understand obviously splitting rent,
Utility.
etc. I don't know why
There is
I don't
zero
understand
reason for
splitting.
Alyssa to give him $750. He bought it himself for $15.
in the house that they share.
And she
It
is
will be
iffy on
displayed.
it until November. She's not going to do that. Why would she?
Agree to disagree.
Unless $750 gives her the right to be like, we're not putting this out. It's September 29th.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I mean, but Brand, you would agree. I know how Dan lands on this. You would agree it should be out starting ASAP.
I think,
My
it should
kid
be out. I
asked
think it should be
me-
out ASAP. Yes.
My kid asked me to buy a pumpkin last weekend at the grocery store. I said, no, it's not October yet. That's a true story. Talk to me in October, Slick.
Slick. Yeah. What happens if she comes around in November? Does she have to pay less?
I'll take the $750 whenever. Oh, like a depreciation?
Yes.
Yeah, I would take $5 in November. Sure.
All right.
But edit that out, though, in case she listens. Yeah.
Alyssa, I'm not editing it out.
Nah, it's good stuff. Yeah.
Not gonna edit
Should we talk Little Big League,
Let's
Brand?
talk Little
Yeah.
Big League.
Football
the
movie, right?
movie.
Yeah.
A quick reminder that Rye guy, I promised was going to be better than
Rookie of the Year. He said, I promise you're going to see it when you watch the movie. He had Rookie of the Year last.
Yes.
He said Little Big League, a far better movie, and I
Yes.
promise you'll see it.
Already in cahoots, these two.
I know.
Go
I
ahead, Brand.
just want to catch
Oh,
everyone. up to
I
speed.
hear it all over your voice. I hear it
No.
all over your voice.
Don't listen. Don't try to make any
Do you
assumptions.
think, Ryan, you know me, you know Brand, you know our relationship, and you know all three of our relationships. Do you think if Brand was going to be in cahoots with someone to spoil the other one, he would ever do that with me to get you?
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Okay.
Or maybe it's just an honest opinion.
Okay.
Little Big League, June 29th, 1994 is when this movie came to the theater. And it went a little something like this. It's a Little League baseball game, folks. That's where we're at. It's Little League time.
Windermere.
And a little
Sugar in there, baby.
Billy
Sugar in there, baby.
Haywood is a bit of a baseball genius. He knows all the rules and even helps the ump with a tough ruling. Unfortunately, he's not very good at baseball in and of itself.
Wait till he injures his arm.
That's right. Wait until he trips. Billy's grandpa, Thomas, is there to watch him play, and he just seems like a normal grandpa until we find out that Thomas is filthy rich and owns the Minnesota Twins. Billy goes to the game with his grandpa, and it is clear after the game that all the players know and love Billy. Grandpa convinces Billy's mom to let him come to the Twins game on Tuesday to see Roger Clemens pitch. But Tuesday rolls around, and when Billy gets home to get ready to go to the game, he finds out that Grandpa has passed away. Gonzo. Croaked. Dead as a doornail.
See ya.
He finds out that his
Kick the
grandpa...
bucket.
There you go.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la
Baby.
vista.
He finds out that his grandpa...
Pushing daisies.
Very good. He finds out that his grandpa left the team to him. Wow, big responsibility. And he takes that responsibility seriously. And when he decides that he doesn't like the way that the manager is managing the team, he fires that manager. And after a brief search, he decides that he's going to make himself the manager. The players are all very skeptical of this, but Billy promises that if they don't improve and the team from where they're at right now in the standings, and if they don't like his managerial, if they don't like his managerial style, I'll resign, okay? Just give me a couple weeks. Things begin rocky, but after he basically begs the team to just, hey, have fun with it. Have a little fun and fall back in love with the game. They begin to win and win and win. But he also begins to get busy. Too busy, I mean.
He doesn't. Wait a minute.
He thinks about getting. He watches others. Okay, so he begins to get too busy for his friends, and his buddies start to notice, and the job starts getting a little less fun when he has to bench one of his favorite players, and his mom starts dating one of the players on the team, Lou, and he curses out an umpire in front of his mom and has to sit out a few games because that's the punishment. All of this is becoming a little bit too much. And when his mom tells him that she's going to go out with Lou for her birthday, he benches him. All of this leads to the Twins going on a losing skid, and they can't afford this. They're trying to make it to the playoffs. Billy is no longer having fun and tells his mom that he's tired of being a grown-up. He apologizes to the team, and he reinstates Lou, which leads to the Twins winning their last games. And they are forced to play Seattle in a one-game wild card to make the playoffs. Down to the final outs, and Lou is about to go to bat when he tells Billy that he's asked his mom to marry him. It's not a joke. This is a thing that he says for real.
Off screen.
Her reply was, ask Billy. He says, Billy says, you can marry her. And honestly, you can marry her whether you get a home run here or not. What a guy. He goes up to face Randy Johnson.
The big unit?
That's what they call him. And hits a long fly ball to center field. It's looking good. It's going. It is snagged by Ken Griffey Jr. Season over for the Twins. Billy tells the players that he is officially stepping down as manager, and the players say, no way. You got to stick around. He tells them, I'll still be here as owner, and if middle school sucks, I'll be back. The movie ends with Billy being told that nobody has left their seats, and so he heads out there for a little bit of a curtain call, and that, my friends, was Little Big League.
We did it.
We did do it. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll break this movie down with 4 segments here on Deck the Hallmark. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We're talking Little Big League today as we continue to journey through 90s sports movies every Monday for Mighty Monday. It's been quite the journey. We finally got here, Little Big League.
A lot of discussion about this one.
A lot of discussion. A lot of pre-discussion. Will that pre-discussion lead to good, real good on this one?
Pod discussion.
Pod discussion.
That's what we do here, Brent.
Pod discussion. Let's start with the hot takes where we share exactly how we felt about this movie. We're not going to hold back. I will kick it to you, Rye, guy who promised us that it would be better than Rookie of the Year.
Yep. Well, I was right. Brand, I'll kick it to you. Listen, no grand story with this one. With Mighty Ducks, even Space Jam, a lot of these little giants I watch every year for the Super Bowl. We ordered this movie on pay-per-view when I was a kid, so I probably watched it after 94. If it was on pay-per-view, it's probably 96 or 97 when I first came to know it. We recorded it. I watched it a lot. I just really, really always liked it, and as my teens and 20s hit, and I watched it here and there, I said, oh, I think this movie really holds up. So no grand story. I just really like it. On this viewing, I think Billy is really believable. I don't know the actor's name, apologies, but I think he is, I think he does a really, really good job. I believe him as a baseball aficionado. I believe him as much as anyone can believe a kid to be a manager of a pro team. And the plot, I'm not here to tell you it's conceivable, but it's conceivable enough. And this isn't me dunking on Rookie of the Year, but obviously it's more conceivable than Rookie of the Year in terms of, you know, this 11-year-old entering the majors. I also will say...
Oh, so now you're a doctor, huh?
You don't think the tendons can heal a little tight?
Come on, right, guys.
I also will say, and I think you both will agree with this, even if you don't agree that this movie is better, Rookie of the Year is going for much more over-the-top comedy.
Yes,
in this movie, although
agreed.
this movie is a more day-by-day business of baseball movie, as silly as that may sound.
It's a much more serious movie.
Yes. With that said, I think it's very, very funny with a great cast. There's also real emotion here. The stuff with Billy and his grandfather at the beginning of the film is really good. When he has to cut his favorite player, Jerry, I think those performances are really good. There's a scene with Billy and his mom in the car where she's supporting him after he's had a rough couple months being, weighed down by the pressures of a pennant race. And I think all that stuff really works. Also, this film, unlike every other single sports film we've watched, actually understands how the sport works, which is nice and was comforting. And I'm sure Dan will tell you I'm wrong, but I'm standing by it. There's small touches that I like Billy knowing that him being the manager would be good for attendance, and then putting his grandfather's initials on their sleeve, on their uniforms. You can tell that the people that were behind this really, really liked baseball, and that MLB was on it, was in on it. The dude who played Lou, who was also really good on The West Wing, he probably should have been more...
Busfield.
Yeah, he's great, man. That dude's great. And I think they got the spirit of a baseball clubhouse really good in this. Listen, there's a few moments that don't age well, but all in all, a more serious film than a lot of the ones we've watched, but still with a lot of humor. The last 30 minutes are really well done, the final game. I just think it's a very, very good and underrated film, Bran and Dan, and now tell us all about how it was terrible.
I don't.
Wait a minute.
I don't like you assuming.
Yeah.
First of all,
implication there.
Don't appreciate it. I found this movie to be okay.
Yep.
I'd never seen it before, right, guy? So I didn't have any attachment to this movie. It does, I feel like, take the baseball very seriously. And at the same time, I was a bit, as I am while watching baseball, a bit bored by the movie. I think that the kid is boring.
Yeah.
The kid was boring. Right?
Absolutely.
Right? I thought he was boring.
I'm not related to him. I mean, listen, I thought he did a good job. I don't know if the character is supposed to be overwhelmingly exciting. He's a baseball nerd,
Sure.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So So I think there is good to this movie, and it's not the worst thing that we have watched over the past 9 weeks. But I think to say that it's better than Rookie of the Year is offensive on every level, Rye.
Thank you.
And you're welcome.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's not to me. I didn't have as much fun with it, and it takes itself almost too seriously for me. And it's also a movie that, as I'm watching it, there is, to your point, there are things that happen in this movie that are so out of left field, if you will, for a kid's movie.
Yes.
That I didn't really know what to do with a couple of these moments.
Yes.
Where I could see, for the most part, I look forward to sitting down and watching all of these movies with my kids. I don't know where Little Big League sits with that.
3 years from now is where it sits.
And so maybe. So there's that. So yeah, just an okay for me. And I'm sorry, Rye.
Did you give your rankings, Rye Guy?
No, and I forgot to do it on this doc.
Well, I'll do it real quick because I got mine ready to go.
I can do it quickly. Go for it. Yeah.
Well, you can follow me on Letterboxd if you want to. Brandon Gray Wins, and I keep a list there if you want to follow along. That's also where I keep my DCOM. That's where I keep my Hallmark Countdown to Christmas, my movies that I've seen in the theater. So give it a follow if you care. But I still have Rookie of the Year at 1, Angels in the Outfield at 2, Cool Runnings at 3, Mighty Ducks at 4, D2 at 5. I have Little Giants at 6, Little Big League at 7, Space Jam 8, D3 at 9.
Spitting on D3. Spitting on it.
Yeah, that's a little wild to me.
Rye guy.
Yeah, I have my list, but go ahead, Dan, if you want to go first.
I mean, I haven't given my hot take yet. If you have your list, do you want to give your list?
What could be better than what I'm sure will be your glowing hot take than my list, which will be D2 1, Little Giants 2. This is a swap from my this list.
We got a swap alert.
D3 at 3, Little Big League at 4, Cool Runnings 5, Space Jam 6, D1 7, Angels in the Outfield 8, Big Gap, Rookie of the Year 9.
3 of the 4 best
Big Gap,
movies.
he says.
That's not actually how I feel. You just both made me really mad.
3 of the 4 best movies he has in the bottom 3. It's crazy.
According to us.
That's right. Yeah. So I will say this about this movie. I remembered why I'd only seen it one time and didn't have many memories of it. It's because when the movie came out, like, still to this day, I love baseball, but I had probably an unhealthy love of baseball as a child. I turned out to be better at other sports than baseball, and that was hard for me to admit to myself, but there's nothing like baseball. It's my favorite. My parents wouldn't let me see this when it came out in the theater. And at the time, I was 10 and didn't know why. I now know why. This movie borders on PG-13. It has a GD in there. There's a whole porn sub storyline, and it's a PG movie and a kids movie, barely, I would say. It's really for older kids. That would be, and I didn't know. My parents didn't tell me why they wouldn't let me see it. They just wouldn't let me see it. So there's that. So I've only seen this movie once. I had very little memory of it. This movie loves baseball, and I love baseball. And I want to be very clear about that. The people that made this movie and the person that wrote this movie, whomever they may be, they have an adoration for the sport just like I do. Where I would disagree with Ryan with you is this kid, I felt like the lines he was saying demonstrated that love, but there was no understanding of what he was saying by the actor, nor was that love transferred to the performance. I didn't believe for a second he was earnestly believing and understanding all of these ins and outs of the game. And we're watching a scene where the bench coach quizzes him. This guy's on first. This guy's on deck.
Who's on first?
Yeah. What's on second? I don't know. Third base. This guy's in the bullpen. This guy's catching. And I told Brandon, I was like, everything I love about baseball is happening in this scene. I believe that there's more strategy in one pitch of certain pitches of baseball than there are in the entirety of other sports games. It is such a beautiful sport. I don't believe for a second that Billy, the actor playing Billy, understood his responses. He just is saying them. So that's not fun for me. The movie also makes one ginormous mistake with a ruling about what a balk is that is inexcusable for a movie that basically lays out early on it knows what baseball is. This movie still adores baseball, and because of that, I adore this movie. Now, is it nearly as fun as the movies that are higher on this list? No, it is not. It isn't as fun as movies that I think are heartfelt. They hit you with a great gut punch, and they're funny, and they check all the boxes. This movie doesn't do that. This movie is very serious. And when it's serious about baseball, when the granddad and the son are talking baseball, put that right in my veins. But when this movie tries to be funny, I don't think it really works. the only time it works is when it's offensive. There's a hard R word in this movie. Yeah. There's a Jewish actor doing a Native American bit in this movie. There's once again a running bit where this 11-year-old's kind of addicted to porn on the road. There's some interesting choices that are made.
We said it doesn't all age well, Dan.
I would say 30 minutes of it doesn't age well.
Well, that's exaggerated.
I just I don't. I think that the movie's love of baseball carries it a long way for me, but it's not as funny. It's not as heartfelt. It doesn't have the emotional punch of movies that are higher on this list. But listen, I had a good time and I love baseball. If a movie waxes poetic about how great the intricacies of baseball are, you have my attention and you will not lose it. So there's that. It's not in the ballpark of Rookie of the Year. Not in the ballpark. I don't know how we're making this argument right now.
Wrigley or Wembley or otherwise.
Otherwise, any of those ballparks or stadiums in England.
Pick your poison.
My rankings: Angels in the Outfield 1, Rookie of the Year 2, Cool Runnings 3, 4, 5, 6, The Mighty Ducks trilogy, 7, Little Big League, and then I think there's a huge gap between Little Big League and my bottom 2 movies, which are 8 Little Giants, 9 Space Jam. There you have it.
your sadness. Your sadness.
Right, guy. I just don't know.
Wash my hands
Wash
of that
your
one.
hands.
I just don't here's the thing is that I desperately want it. You need to know this about me. Anytime I'm watching a movie I've not seen in 30 years, no one wants to be wrong more than me.
Oh, I do know that about you. I mean, you can explain that to the audience. I know that. I listen. I don't think that you guys are actually conspiring against me. Conspire easier for me to say. First day of my new tongue.
Wembley.
You got another
one.
new tongue?
Yeah,
Last week you got one.
I'm doing really well. In Fortnite,
It's tough, man.
Doing really nice on Fortnite. Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
How are those skins treating you? Has spent any more money on Fortnite?
I might buy the rest of the power.
There it is.
but
I
we'll
thought
see.
he might.
But I haven't done it yet. They're on sale right now for 3,600 V-Bucks.
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 I believe it's
even.
V-Bucks
Cool.
at least. Yeah.
And you
Awesome.
have that?
Oh, you gotta maybe get 750 from Melissa and we can make it happen.
He doesn't want to brag about his V-Buck bank account.
Yeah.
That'll put it over the edge. You tell her, hey, babe, if you split this thing with me, then I could get the rest of the Power Rangers. I'll have enough V-Bucks.
Yeah.
I'll have enough V-Bucks if I get the 750. Okay.
Cut and dry. Yeah. Feels, man.
Feels.
Yeah.
What you got?
Not my feels, but man, the McDonald's goes back to those cups that they were drinking
I
out of, right?
raved about the cups.
Love a McDonald's.
Those are sweet.
Yeah.
I already talked about a lot of what I thought were really tender moments between him and his mom and his grandpa, and even like the emotion of him having to let Jerry go. My actual feels is, to me, it's still one of my favorite jokes. Bran, you mentioned a few weeks ago there was a line in Space Jam that worked for you then and still works for you now. I believe it was with Daffy Duck. For me,
It's all laugh at the duck, yes.
Yeah, when they're doing the word problem before the sudden death playoff against the Mariners, and the one dude, they're asking everybody the problem, and the one dude just responds, and it's about painting the house, and if one guy 5 hours, one guy 3 hours, and he responds, "What color paint?" I just think that's like such a good written, well-delivered joke, and it gets me every single time. And so the movie is not looking for laughs per minute, per capita, but like that's really good, and it gets me every single time.
That's a good line.
Yeah.
It's a very good line.
He delivers it great too. He's chewing
yeah.
gum. He's great. Yeah.
You mentioned it, right? But the scene where they're driving down the road, he's had a tough day at the office, right? A tough couple weeks, and they're having the conversation, and then she realizes this is a bigger conversation, so she pulls over so she can really have the conversation. It was a good moment. Good scene all around. Yes. Dan?
Aside from when the grandpa tells Billy's mom that she should be looking for a man to help her out around the house and maybe even do other things with her, which is a weird thing for him to say out loud, everything else the grandpa says is my feels. This guy.
What about when he says you could piss on the grave of that other?
Absolutely. I piss on Jed Clampett. Absolutely. Fantastic. Grandpa literally gone too soon. He's
all of our what the Hallmark, right? Like, what the heck happened to this guy?
Yeah, the what the Hallmark there speaks for itself. We can have a big conversation then. This guy talking baseball with his grandson. Oh my God. This guy the plea that he gives Billy's mom about seeing Roger Clemens in person and how he didn't see Walter Johnson, I was just like, Rye Guy, at that point in the movie, I was like, this is the best movie we've seen. This is the best of the 9 movies we've watched. This movie, I'm going to be wrong. This is as good as it gets right here. And that was the last scene we got of old Grandpa there.
Hey, Lee, do me a favor.
Yep.
Clip that off right before Dan just said that was the last scene we got of Grandpa.
that's
If
right.
you can get that little
You
20-second
get a
blurb
little
and
bit
put that on the
there.
Facebook
Yeah.
group.
That'd be great.
And
that'd be good.
you'll play it every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get to the what the Hallmark here on
Deck the Hallmark.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We are talking about the little list of the big leagues. Let's share our thoughts on it. We're going to talk about the wait what's that happened in this movie. What happened that made us go, wait, what? And I will start with you, Rye. Rye, what you waiting and what you want and what you got in your head?
I got a lot on my mind, I'll tell you that much. Boy, I'm still sharp.
He's good.
It's always hilarious to me that clearly MLB had a big like they were in on it, right? Like this is a partnership between this film
Absolutely.
and MLB.
Yeah.
It reminded me honestly of I've talked about so many times the Mark Paul Gosselaar show. I love Pitch. That was a work with MLB and the show, and I think both are better for it. But it's always funny to me that Ken Griffey Jr. is like the ultimate heel in this movie.
It's so
because
funny.
He was by far the most popular player in baseball, and other than Michael Jordan, maybe the most popular athlete on earth at that time in
And no
1994.
one disliked him. People
Yeah.
that hated the Mariners and were rivals, they loved. How could you not like the kid?
Yeah,
Everybody
like-
liked Ken Griffey Jr.
Randy Johnson, like, just looks like
Yeah.
a heel. Like, that was believable. But, like, and granted, Ken Griffey Jr., God bless, get your payday. And they absolutely treat him as the star player that he was in the movie. It's just so funny that they made him, like, this cocky, arrogant prick when he was anything but. But past that, my last two here are both on the Metrodome. I don't know where the Metrodome was located, specifically in Minneapolis, but I really doubt it was a neighborhood ballpark that allowed Billy and his grandpa to walk home after the night game at the beginning. I've never been to Minneapolis, but I imagine it's in a very robust downtown area, and it would probably take hours for them to walk home. But hey, at least they got their steps in.
That's right.
And then last one, and I do not say this as a joke, genuinely, and thankfully that no one, I don't believe, got seriously hurt when it did finally happen. But I watched this movie this time, and I said it was wild that it took till 2010 for this Metrodome roof to implode.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is literally, it looks like a bouncy house, the ceiling. Finally in 2010, a day before a Vikings game, the snow just literally impounded it in, and there went the Metrodome. But it's incredible. What a run.
What a run.
For the Metrodome that it made it 16 more years after this.
Listen, I say this with all due respect to the folks of Minneapolis and to Twins fans around the world, listening around the world. The history of the Twins is great. I mean, 91 World Series, Jack Morris 10 shutout innings in Game 7 to beat John Smoltz, Ken Herbeck pulling him off the bag, all kinds of Kirby Puckett, guys, the plexiglass.
Kirby.
The Metrodome's trash. It was a trash baseball field. It was trash then, and I'm so happy because their ballpark now is beautiful, and I'm thrilled to watch a game there now. The Yankees are playing the Twins right now, and watching a game there now is so great. Watching a game in the Metrodome was like getting turf toe while sitting on the couch. It was so green and so ugly. There's a baggy over bleachers in the right field. It was a mess. It always was. I'm thankful now, and that does not mean to be a shot at anything other than your stadium, Minnesota Twins.
Are you
fans.
sure they're playing right now?
They are playing right now in my mind.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
thinking about
It's
a couple
actually
weeks
It's
ago.
It's nice to think back on that that was a couple weeks ago,
It's
right?
actually
Yeah.
wild card weekend. We have the Red Sox in a 3-game series, but that was a different.
Wow.
It was a different.
Right on.
It was a tough series. We were supposed to come off we were supposed to win. We got beat in Game 1. I remember that, and then I don't remember what happened in the next 2 games.
Yeah, it gets fuzzy after that.
Yeah, for sure.
R.I.P. to the Metrodome, though.
Obviously,
R.I.P.
sure.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that was it.
I am not naive enough to believe that 12-year-olds don't stumble upon pornography. All right.
dip their toes into the pornographic waters. Yes.
I believe that to be a reality. They didn't have to go this hard. They didn't have to go this hard to.
It could have been a reference.
Yeah, it could have been a reference. Instead, we got to sit there for a little while
and watch some of this adult
we
film.
get to watch some of it. And
in a PG movie.
Yeah.
I'm not a prude. I'm not. I think the rating system is by and large political and a joke. If I took my kids this movie, I'd be pretty upset. I would be.
No argument. No, I got no argument. No, I'm agree. I said up top, not all of it ages
And
well.
then we see that this guy has this 12-year-old.
It all came
it
so
gets worse.
clear why this was Ryan's favorite movie as a 12-year-old.
That's right. Yeah.
Ryan's like,
Old Night Nurses in New Jersey.
This movie's incredible.
We recorded it. I watched it all the
And
time.
I can't.
Yeah,
put
there
a
is some
finger
irony
on
to
it.
me watching this off pay-per-view. Right?
Yeah, the pay-per-view. Yeah.
Now we know why. Now we know it was on the pay-per-view. Yeah, but then like it was a lot.
And then we find out this 12-year-old, he's really been going at it for the road trip. And it's the same movie. He's just watching it on repeat.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
All night long. So much so that he can't stay awake in the dugout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's rough.
I mean, yeah. Sure. The final thing about this movie, I think what made this movie not hit as much, Rye Guy, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts because you said that the last 30 of this movie is really great. So with Angels in the outfield, right, we have this final game for the pennant. Angels can't help you win championships, right?
That's right.
So that is the tension that we're left with as viewers, and then we get the big moment, right? The big wings, and
That's
we're
right.
like, this is exciting. Rookie of the year, kid's going out to pitch, loses it. He's gonna have to pitch some as a kid without his super fast.
Our
arm,
main
right? character
has to make a fundamentally important center of the.
Another just big
Move.
moment
Yeah.
down the stretch. I don't like. What was it at the end? Like I kept waiting for the thing where it's like, oh, he's gonna have to do the thing, but it's basically like it's just the game. Like
They lose.
So
But
he has the trick play that gets them back into it.
Yep.
And then I also think it speaks to the fact that they developed a lot of the team really well, like Lou and several of the others, so that when they have big moments in that game, hopefully it connects with the audience. Brand, that's my answer.
Well,
to your
I
question.
think for me, those two movies that I'm comparing this to directly have such a big emotional swell at the end, manipulative
does not
or not.
do that. This movie does not.
And
do
so
that.
I think
I would agree with that for sure. Angels in the outfield. I guess when I'm saying I'm agreeing. I'm not disagreeing. But I guess when I would say that, and this goes back to what I really liked about the end of D3. Granted, I like that movie just overall, but like the baseball, especially in that last game, is shot really well. There's one really cool shot when Dan, I don't know if you caught this, like somebody slides in the third and like the person sliding in is like off camera. Like it was just they really care. They use the metronome to its best. It's like it looks really, really good.
yes.
Yeah. But that's okay, Brand. You're allowed to have a
It
differing
even
opinion.
feels like the fact that they all stuck around at the end to give the kid a standing ovation feels tacked on to give you the moment
Yes.
like Angels in the
Wait,
Outfield.
I can agree with
would
that. I don't disagree with those.
Which was a wait what for me. Like you guys lost. Like I've
do.
lost.
Filing for the exits.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm mad. My season's over. This has happened to me a lot, and I don't want to stick around. I don't want to stick around to give the kid a standing. Oh, call me a monster. I'm out of there and complaining to my friends that we're done. But also, I'm like, next year could be the year. Let's talk about it on the way back to the car. A bold move to tell your boss that you proposed to their mom right before going up to bat for the last bat of the season. Why do that then? That just
seems like a
maybe
lot.
he felt like he had a lot on his back there. As I got to get this off before I get up there, but. And did he? I thought that was really an interesting choice at that point in time in the game to say, hey, here's what's happening, here's what's going on here. That's all I got, Dano.
Yeah, I have a lot of these that are about Grandpa and the video that he left in his wake. We will talk about Grandpa and his fate in the What the Hallmark segment, believe it. But in the video, Grandpa recorded that video just in time. He looks the exact same age. And I want to know how close he cut it there. It seems like that video is brand new. How do I know it's brand new? Is because he taped over a Knicks Bulls game with all the players that were playing in 93, 94. This is less than a year old. And that brings me to my biggest question about this, which is Grandpa is maybe the richest man in the world. He pisses on Jed Clampett. He's so wealthy. He couldn't get a fresh tape out. He taped over Knicks Bulls for his will. He didn't have somebody that does that for him.
I mean, as a Bulls fan, you had to feel
As
that
a
pain
Bulls-
I
there.
didn't like that.
Yeah.
As a
I
Knicks
like that.
fan,
Pick any other tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Billy would want Knicks Bulls on VH.
You-
Like YouTube is
yes.
decades away.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like he would want Knicks Bulls.
Those were
like,
great
you know?
games. Great
Yeah.
games.
I mean, I want my grandpa, but I also really want Knicks Bulls. So it's like
Amen, brother.
tough.
This movie that loves baseball and pretends to know baseball really well has Ricky Henderson become a free agent in the middle of May, which please make that make sense to me, right, guy?
They wanted a name people knew. Like,
But in the middle of May, it's May. You can't. Ricky Henderson is one of the best, if not the best, leadoff hitter of that decade and the prior decade. He wouldn't be
we
a
don't know
free.
what was happening behind the scenes that season in this fictional.
He wouldn't be a
universe,
free
Sam.
agent in May, right?
We just don't know. We just don't know.
We do know. And then he re-signs with the team he's currently on in May.
They worked it out.
That May hot stove league. That's what's going on there. And then, guys, the big trick play in this. First of all, this movie borrows liberally from Rookie of the Year on a lot of fronts. The Rookie of the Year does the hidden ball trick, a legal play that happens in Little League, probably still to this day. This movie does an illegal play for their trick play. It's not legal. The play is that the pitcher picks off a guy on first and pretends to throw the ball, but instead of throwing the ball, he just keeps it. That's a balk. The player just gets to go to second base. You can't do that in baseball. It's illegal. And in this movie, that is what? In a movie where a kid's tendons heal tight, it wouldn't be. But in a movie that definitely takes pride in its baseball love and baseball knowledge, that's just a balk. You can't do that. That's not a trick play. Am I wrong, right, guy?
Oh, you're a balk.
Yeah, I'm a balk. Fair. Fair.
Is there any chance, Dan, that it wasn't that?
I tried to
rule
find that
wasn't-
out, but I'm 99.99% sure that's been a rule since before I was born. You can do that.
It's a fair point.
You can do that to second base. You don't have to throw it if you turn to second base. But if you're on the rubber and you pick off move to first base, you got to throw the baseball. If you don't, it's a balk.
It's a fair point.
If you trip and just fall to the ground with the baseball, trying to throw it to first, it's a balk. It just is. You got to throw it. The bench coach who does all the signs and really is helping Billy along. At one point in the clubhouse, he pops up to join a conversation, leans against the wall, and eats a plain hamburger bun. There's nothing in the hamburger bun. It's the top and the bottom of the bun. It hasn't been split open. He's eating a hamburger bun with nothing inside of it. And how down on your luck you got to be? I mean, he didn't. There's so much food in this clubhouse. He's eating a plain hamburger bun.
Do you ever think to yourself, I want the feeling of eating a burger, but without the meat.
Without the burger.
Yeah.
What am I to do?
I just want a hamburger bun. That's all I want.
I just want bun.
I don't want
He's a
anything else.
trendsetter.
He is. He's doing a new thing.
The way that he gets caught watching these adult films at night is they send his mom the bill. He owns the Twins. He owns the team. Wouldn't the team credit card have picked up any incidentals while the owner of the team is in a hotel on a road trip? Like, I guess if you're going to do this plot point where the 12-year-old's in a room by himself watching adult films, I guess it's good his mom caught him. But from a standpoint of the movie, mom ain't getting that bill.
Well, so let's go down this trail here, as hypothetical trail. So let's say if you're a player, right, and you're out, and I'm sure you you get some things are covered, maybe some things aren't. I don't know how all that works.
My guess is if you played for the Yankees, everything is covered. The way that they travel is
I would
crazy.
imagine.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But let's say hypothetically, like you got to cover something, they would then send you a bill for that, right? So maybe since he, you would
He's
think
the
it would,
manager, owner of
you
the
would
team.
think that it would go to the finance department of the team, right? Because he owns it. But then perhaps because it's outside of what is covered by the team itself, it would then go to him personally to cover it, to
Which
reimburse,
goes to his mom.
which would go to his mom because
What
she's
I'm
handling the
saying-
finance.
What I'm saying is,
Yes.
is that works if he's a player.
That was beautiful, Brent.
Thank you.
If he's a player, that works. If he owns the team, he's the owner of the team.
Yeah, someone
Like,
ratted. Someone's just narking.
Yeah,
on
if
him.
Jerry Jones stays in the hotel with the players, taking his own private jet, what are the odds he gets a bill for anything sent to him ever? 0%.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. He could do whatever he wants. Whoever's in charge of the accounting looks.
But is Jerry Jones
that
watching
it's
porn?
Probably.
Okay.
We'll never know.
We'll
looks
never know.
It is Jerry Jones's room, and he moves on. Doesn't care what he orders.
Guys, I asked the hard-hitting questions here.
So you're
They're
saying if Lou had been watching some stuff, he just going to get a bill in the mail?
I think he would get a bill in the mail because
Okay.
the team's not covering his porn.
Team's not covering his porn. Got it. Great.
I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm making a lot of assumptions here.
And then the
but
last
there
thing
has to be some things. Yeah, go.
Yes.
There you go. There has to be some things that the team doesn't cover, right? And then
Yeah,
and then it
of
would
course,
go,
of
get
course.
billed
Yeah,
out.
that's well put, Brent.
Yes,
Thanks.
fair. The last one is we meet three pitchers, and we get to know them as characters. Two of them, one of them, the wad of tobacco is bigger every scene, and it's a really funny, very subtle bit that they do in this movie, that every scene, that wad of tobacco is actually bigger than the previous scene. It's really funny. Maybe the funniest thing in this movie, aside from what color paint is it. And then we meet Jonathan Silverman, who I can only describe as the token Jewish character of this movie. Go watch. He knows the math. He's doing bits. Like, it's very, very unsettling. In the most important game of the Twins season, the guy pitching is someone that I don't know. I don't know. I don't why he's an unknown guy with a rat tail. I don't know what's happening where this guy's pitching. We've met three pitchers. Why can't they be pitching? I don't get it. I don't understand.
He's referenced a lot throughout the film
Sure.
because his buddy wants him to start.
Yeah,
Right?
sure.
That's the whole bit.
Great.
Yeah.
Great, sure. So the most important game of the season, that's when they go to him.
Well,
Interesting.
Dan, it's still a children's film.
Is it though? Is it a kids movie? I don't think so.
I mean, it's Jerry
I
Jones
think it's a
watching
baseball
porn.
movie.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones watching porn. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Yeah, well,
Release the tapes.
Really-
Please, for the love
Well,
of
it
God,
depends
don't,
on which tapes
don't
we're talking
release
about,
the
yeah.
tapes.
The accounting tapes.
Okay, good. I don't want like the surveillance footage of Jerry's room.
God, no.
Let's get to what the Hallmark
Release
Duck.
the Jerry Jones
duck.
hotel accounting list.
Yes.
Release
Yes.
the list.
Yeah.
Release the files. Release the Jones files is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let's get to the what the duck, as you mentioned. Rye, what you got?
All right, I was a little nervous that this wouldn't get to me. Dan, I think if nothing else, this will help your appreciation of, if not the film, just the overall experience of the film. That will make sense in 5 seconds.
All right.
Do you know who the mom is in real life, Dan?
No.
She is the mother of MLB All-Star Peter Crow Armstrong.
Wow. That's fantastic.
She played a mother to a child manager. She actually mothered an MLB All-Star.
That's fantastic.
That's so cool. Isn't that
Fantastic.
so cool? Yeah.
That's
so,
neat. I did not know that
yeah.
at all.
My buddy told me that last night on the way home.
That's so
when we were-
random.
like, what a cool thing.
So was she at the time of filming this movie? I don't know who this guy is. Was
Cubs.
he already
he's
a thing?
he's a pretty
at
big
the
deal
time
this
of
year.
this movie?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I don't
No,
think. I
so
mean,
in
he's a
the future.
relatively young man,
He's like,
Peter Crow
he might be
Armstrong,
up
right?
for rookie of the year.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah,
maybe he was
yeah.
a rookie last year.
Which
Rookie
is
of the year
also
was
ironic
last
if you
week.
think.
Yeah, Cubs. He plays for the
yeah.
Cubs.
How about that?
Well, actually, yeah, even more ironic. I didn't even know that. Well, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, so I don't know how old she was at this point in '94. She probably looks like she's in her early to mid 30s. So, but yeah, I mean, she literally lived out the plot of the movie. Really, really
Fascinating.
cool.
He was a rookie last
Yeah.
year, by
How
the way.
about that?
Yeah.
Rookie of the year?
Yeah.
He was not rookie of the year. He had a much better season this year than he did last year, although he's struggling of late, from what I understand. Oh, at least he was 2 weeks ago. I don't.
Right. Hard to say.
So I had this thought at the end of the movie. I threw it by old Dano, and I would like to throw it out to you now, Rye.
Sure.
Do you think there has ever been in baseball a player who has proposed to the manager's mom?
I mean,
Probably not, right?
The answer is hopefully is no, but there have been some manager players
Yeah.
who have been still actively playing.
You
So
think
if
you would
had-
still avoid the manager's
If you had
mom?
like a veteran on the team,
Proposed to the manager's mom.
that'd be tough.
The math will always work, although it might be a little unsettling
Love
the
is
other
love.
way,
Love
right?
is love.
Yeah.
Who are we?
Yeah.
Who are we? You know, you're around, the manager's family comes and you see the manager's mom and you're like, is that your sister? Like, and,
Yeah.
you know, and
And
then
it
it's
goes
like, oh
from there.
no.
I don't think it's happened. I think
You
we
know,
have
I'm
heard
going
about
to
that.
say yes. I mean, once in human history, I feel
That's
like,
what
yeah.
I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
you say so.
One time.
okay,
Like,
one time.
as Rick Moranis would say, one time.
One time.
Like,
Right.
you know? Yeah.
I'll do some more. We'll get the research
Good luck.
department
Good
on
luck with the
Yeah.
see if Baseball Reference has that. We got to talk about this. Everybody can give their take. I'm dumbfounded. I know that people who are older that sometimes die suddenly, and that's a part of life.
sometimes.
Grandpa seems to be the picture of health. He seems to be like he's getting his steps in. He is at like really in his prime.
Maybe that's
owning
what
this
did
team.
Are you fearing the worst here, Dan?
And he dies. No, he just dies.
Yeah.
We don't get a single explanation, not a write-off line, not a, well, you know how he had to have the CPAP machine. You know, he's been battling whatever, like nothing. Perfectly healthy senior citizen overnight gone. And what happened? There's not enough shock in this movie over Grandpa dying. And I would love to know what happened.
What happened?
I don't know.
Sudden heart attack.
What the duck,
None of this is gonna be fun, right?
What the duck? Maybe he went out on a bender. Maybe he went out
That's
and
what I'm
was
saying.
yeah.
That's
You know,
I mean, to your point of him filming the video relatively recently,
maybe see now we're
it
now
could be really dark.
there's some
Like,
mysterious stuff though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Every-
he knew someone was after. Maybe he loved to bet on the
Maybe.
ponies. Maybe he didn't have the money he thought he had.
Maybe
Well, that's the sequel. We didn't we didn't make enough at
Yeah.
the box office. But
Maybe
yeah.
Grandpa's
anytime-
secret. Little Big League 2 Grandpa's secret.
secret.
anytime he was going to go out on one of his famous benders,
Yeah.
he would make a video just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
He didn't make it.
Maybe the next day he just got hit in oncoming traffic walking home from the Metrodome.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Could
like,
be.
Maybe he stopped walking to the
Gotta
Metro.
stop walking.
Yeah, that's
Gotta
right.
stop walking it.
Yeah.
We did it, everybody. Congratulations to us. We're
Thank
back next
you.
week. Let's head to the Sandlot, folks. Let's head to the Sandlot.
Oh,
let's see
what a
what
movie.
Let's see what we can do. It's going
What
to be a
a
lot
movie.
of fun. Until then, maybe the first to wish you a
Merry
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Gobble gobble.
Hold it up.
Deck the
Hold it
Hallmarks
up.
of Bramble Jam podcast, produced by Brandon Gray and sponsored by HomeGoods. You can get more information at Deck the Hallmark at deckthehallmark.com. You can get this episode ad-free on BrambleJamPlus.com. For the love of God, leave us a rating and review on iTunes. That's not it. Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Gobble, gobble.
You're all out of sorts.
I am, man. The turkey threw me off.